It's spring and my makeup bag is ready for a refresh. I'm ready to put away the full coverage foundation and the highly pigmented darker colors and start reaching for products that look and feel light and fresh on my face. So today I'm going to share a few products that I'm reaching for that just feel a little lighter and look a little brighter for the new season. Hi, I'm Sarah Bartlett from The Pretty Intellectual, a lifestyle website for Gen X women. We share everything from beauty and fashion to books and culture, all through a wry, over 40 perspective. So if that sounds like a community you'd like to be part of, make sure to subscribe to this channel and turn the notifications on so you don't miss an upload. And be sure to check out the description box below where you'll find out more information about the Pretty Intellectual website, as well as details about all of the products that I'll be talking about today. So as the seasons change, do you swap out your makeup products or do you stick with the basics or not basics, but old favorites, the things that you really like and rely on? I don't have a huge makeup collection. I do tend to stick with a lot of the things that I really like and can count on, but lately, as the sun has come out and springtime is calling, I just felt the urge to try a few new things. And so I've done a little bit of shopping. Not a ton, but just swapping out a few things for a couple of new textures or new shades of things that I don't know, I just feel like I want to lighten things up and brighten things up. The look and feel that I'm going for is definitely fresh and natural. I don't know. My sister-in-law and I have had a few conversations about this over the past few years. We'll start texting each other, usually in like March or so, of like, what are you using for foundation? My skin feels so dry and I look like the Crypt Keeper. And so we trade back and forth of what are you using? What are you using? And so I want to feel fresh. I want to look natural. I want to look polished and but not perfected. Does that make sense? I want to look polished but not too polished. I'm okay with less coverage. I don't need to have everything, masked. I just want to look like the best version of my own skin. But yeah, I don't know. Is that too much to ask? I don't know. Probably, yes. What I've been doing is I have been using the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer, Oil-Free Natural Skin Perfector. This is not a new product. This has been out since the mid-90s. And it is fantastic. I mean, it's been around forever because it's really, really good. It does have broad spectrum SPF 20, which one, SPF 20, okay. 2, I'm not using enough of this on my face to actually get SPF 20 out of it, and that's fine. It's unscented. It does not have a sunscreen smell to it, which is wonderful. I wear the shade 1CO Cameo, which is a fair, cool tint, and I really enjoy it. It does a nice job of knocking back the redness. That's one of the main things that I deal with. Thank you, rosacea. I have redness across my cheeks, my forehead, and my chin. It's not hiding any blemishes or sunspots. I have a few of them, across here and on my forehead as well. It's not hiding anything like that. If I have a pimple, it's not hiding that either. If I feel the need to do that, I will go in with a concealer. So it's just covering stuff. It's just gently blurring. And I like it. My skin feels hydrated. My skin feels and looks brighter. And that's what I'm going for. That effect lasts for me a good, work day, all day long. I don't have to do a lot of touch-ups. It does wear off around my nose a little bit. Does not bother me necessarily. I will powder throughout my T-zone. I do get a little oily there anyway, so that's pretty typical for me. What else do you need to know? It does serve as a nice foundation if I do want to do quite a bit more makeup. If I want to do bronzer and blush and the whole shebang, everything lays well on top of it. If I don't want to do a ton, it also looks good on its own. So I like it. I've been using it. I recommend. So speaking of products that have SPF in them, have you guys heard of blush with SPF in it? I had not. I bought the CL Blush and Protect SPF 50 liquid blush. And I bought it despite that marketing gimmick. Honestly, like what? SPF in your liquid blush. Again, I am not putting enough of this on my face to get anywhere near SPF 50 coverage. Yeah, so again, I bought it despite that marketing gimmick, and we'll just move on. I really enjoy this. It is a beautiful product. I have the shade Elodie, which is a really lovely coral. That is the word, coral. I've been really into peachy shades with my skin tone. Since I do have a lot of redness in it, it looks really nice with peachy tones. And so that's what I've been going for, but they have a really nice shade selection. They have everything from more neutral tones, muted mauves, rosy browns. They have a really vibrant, cool tone pink, that really trendy, bright pink that a lot of different shade ranges or a lot of brands have right now. So they've got a lot to offer. And I just love this. It is super pigmented, so you don't need a lot. It comes with a doe foot applicator. And the packaging, I will admit, the packaging is a little bit messy. So I do have to be a little careful and wipe that off, but honestly, it's worth it to me. You can apply it, the safe way to apply it would be to put a little bit on the back of your hand. So that's Elodie. And then pick it up with a brush and then apply it to your cheeks. Now I like to play, I like to live my life fast and loose. So I will just apply directly from the doe foot to my face and then blend out. But you'll see, there's a lot. But if you keep blending, if you keep going, it does blend away. It does really sheer out. Does it sheer out? No, it doesn't. It does blend away. And then I typically go in, like I do with all of my, I will follow up with all of my blush application. Okay, this is an application thing that you did not ask for. I will always go around my blush with a sponge or a clean brush and just blend away at the edges. And I do that with all of my blush, but I do that especially with this one because but it's beautiful. Okay, see, look, we are blending. We're blending. It's still going. It's beautiful. And the thing is, okay, so that kind of scary color has blended out. It's a liquid. Often when you choose a liquid, you choose the liquid because you want the staying power. But if you choose a liquid, what you're giving up, some of the creaminess. Not with this. This feels really creamy and hydrating. So it's dried down, it's blended out. My skin feels like I've put a cream on. It feels amazing. It feels so nice. I love it. I love it. I will look past the kind of messy packaging situation. I will look past the whole SPF, clean marketing gimmick because it's good. I like it. I really like it. So this is bringing me a lot of joy, and it's bringing me a lot of joy to my cheeks. I really like it. When it comes to my eyes, I tend to scale back my eye looks when I'm doing more natural, glowy face. And that is when I reach for my Jane Iredale eyeshadows, because it is really difficult for me to go overboard with that particular formula. Most of my Jane palettes come with a mixture of matte and shimmer shadows, but don't be turned off by the shimmer name or the shimmer idea of shadows. I know that we all, as over 40 women, have been told avoid shimmers, don't put shimmers on your crepey old lady eyes. First of all, I don't want to hear it. Second of all, the Jane Iredale formula of shimmer shadows in particular is not, what we might think of as a typical shimmer shadow. It's more of a satin eyeshadow with a slight gleam, I guess, more of a gleam to it. It looks great. in the crease. It looks great on the lid of mature eyelids. So there's just something special about them. They're very diffused. They just look, they look great. You can get them in singles, you can get trios, you can get larger palettes that I think maybe have 5 or 6 shades. I should have double checked that. So sorry. I do have my favorite trio for spring right now, which is the Pink Quartz Trio. It comes with a really beautiful light pink matte shade right here. This is lovely all over the eyelid. This is a shimmer rose pink. I really like to do this in the crease and then underneath the lower lash line. And then this is a really pretty smoky, cool plum. I know it looks a little dark in the pan, and it can be built up to be dark, but it can also be blended out to be really pretty. I use this as a liner on the top lash line, and then if I do want a little bit of drama, I will put that in the outer crease, kind of outer V, I guess. So it's just really beautiful. And like I said, this is the Pink Quartz Triple. There are tons of different combinations, though, for any taste. So if you don't particularly care for this one, there are a lot of others that you might like. But I like this one, especially for spring. It's so good. And finally, what is a spring look without a nice, juicy lip? Every time I've been to Ulta over the last several months, probably since Christmas or so, I have wandered past the Hourglass display and I stop and I fiddle around with the, what are these called? The Phantom, pulling on my brain power, the Phantom Volumizing Glossy Balms. That is this. It is this, it is that. It's a twist up, really soft, super glossy volumizing balm. Hence the name. If you're familiar at all with the Tarte Maracuja Twist Up Balm or the MAC, I can't believe I have to say this name, Juicy Squirt Balm, so gross, but a great product. This is similar, although I think that this has been out longer than either of them. It is just this is the type of product that you do not want to twist up too far, because you just want to twist up as much as you're actually going to use, because it is very soft. You cannot twist it back down. Can you? No, you can't. You're just going to twist up as much as you're going to use. It is very sheer, but at the same time, it packs a color punch, especially depending on the shade that you choose. I chose the color Reveal number 90, which I think is a newer shade. It's so springy. Here, let's put some on. This one is a true cool pink, which really suits fair skin tone, my rosy lips, but there are quite a few nice springy shades. There was a very bright, punchy orange that I was like, oh man, I wish that was for me, and I wish that was for my coloring, because it was just, I keep saying juicy. You just kind of want to take a bite of them. Don't do that, obviously, but you just kind of want to, or at least I want to. Sorry if that's weird. It feels, I can feel that I'm wearing something. One, there is the word volumizing in the name. It is supposed to be a plumping product. I feel like the tiniest tingle of something. I'm not here for the plumping effect. The fact that I don't really feel anything is a bonus, because I don't want that. It feels like I'm wearing a nice glossy balm. It's not goopy. It's not gross and distracting. I can tell I'm wearing something, but it's not overwhelming and disgusting. I'm not sure why I went so hard with that, of overwhelming and disgusting. It just feels nice, and I think it looks really pretty. Don't you? What do you think? I don't know. I really like it. So I think I found my shade. This is definitely my spring shade. And I'm just glad that I finally found one. I can stop going over there and twisting them all up and kind of fiddling with it. I found it. I'm happy. I'm very pleased. So these are the newest additions to my makeup bag this spring. I'm going for that fresh, glowy, hydrated look with just a pop of color here and there, nicely placed, cheeky, diffused eyes, juicy lip. I will stop saying juicy after this video, I promise. What is your look? What are you up to? Like, what are you going for this spring? And what products, have I done that this entire video? Oh my gosh. What are the products that you are relying on to get the look that you're going for? If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up so that I know and I can create more content that is kind of like this one. I appreciate you spending your time with me. I don't take it for granted. Until the next time, be sure to take care of yourself.